Over the years, I don't know about you guys, but I've gotten used to LeBron and his greatness. I mean, what, season after season. Now this is a fourth championship for LeBron James, a fourth finals MVP as well. Of course, that championship, part of the only one to ever come back from a 3-1 deficit. And we're going to get down to Orlando with LeBron now.
All right, Kristen, congratulations to LeBron James. I just said, you want to do 3 more months of this or what? I mean,
I'm already exhausted, man. Don't make me pass out over here.
Listen, LeBron, nobody wants to win more than you. You make that evident day in and day out. I don't know that you could want a championship more. But on January 26th, it seemed like you guys got locked into a different type of zone in the regular season that I don't know that I've seen before from you. How did you channel Kobe? How did that make this season, in what was already an unusual year, so much more significant to you guys?
If we weren't already as close as we thought we can be, that made us even closer. That brought us even closer. Our ball club, we got as close as you possibly can be when that moment happened. And obviously we know it brought the whole basketball world close as well. But when you're internal and it hits home, it just means that much more. And we locked in from that very moment and saying this is bigger than us. This is bigger than us.
LeBron, I look at it, it's been a obviously unusual year. We fast forward to now. I've watched your career for so long time, for championships, MVPs, all that. I just got to go into the mindset. I want to go into the future. Year 18 is coming. Still in unbelievable shape, unbelievable athletic.
Birthday's coming up too, Smitty.
Unbelievable athletic. What's the number you're looking to get to? What's the number?
Well, I mean, Smitty, technically, I'm actually already in year 18. We've been playing for a whole calendar year.
That ain't the number I'm looking for.
I know. That
ain't the number I'm looking for. That's the only question. What's the number?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have not put a cap on it. I know I got a lot of years left, and what that looks like, how many years that looks like, I'm not sure. And I know I can continue to play at a high level. You know, a lot of it has to go into my family as well. You know, having 3 kids, having a high school sophomore right now who's, it's just, a lot of that stuff plays a part. But as far as the game, I know I can play the game for quite a while.
LeBron, we've had a lot of chats over these 3 months, and I appreciate how courteous you've been. There's one question I've yet to ask you that I've been waiting a while for. And I don't know if you've been asked this already. I haven't been able to be on social media yet, but you said something during the seeding games. You said, some things you just can't control here. You don't really want to talk about it, but it's off the floor. What was it about this that was going on here that seemed to be driving you a bit crazy?
To be honest, it was just things that you, like I said, you control what you can control, and things that you can't, you try not to worry about. This is the unknown. None of us has ever experienced anything like this, from players to coaches to you guys. It was just very challenging, And the one thing I was always been able to do, even when I had that moment, I was still able to focus on the main thing. And the main thing was, if you start something, you finish it. So that was able to creep out of my mind, because my mother always told me, if you're going to start something, you finish it, no matter the outcome. So that helped me get through that part.
But LeBron, I mean, for the people who have not been in the bubble, I mean, it's been over 100 days for you. I've been here for now 81 days. It's different. Why was it, for people who look at this on TV and just say, oh, you're just playing basketball. Come on, man. Like, what was it?
No, I think, when you're away from your support system, and I think we all know about how challenging work can be and basketball can be. And if you're fortunate enough to be around your support system, and my support system is my family and my kids, and they give me the strength. Even if I do go on the road, you only go on the road pretty much, the most 5-game road trip, you're going to come back home. So it was just very challenging. Like you said, I've been here over 90 days. But when your support system on the other half telling you, we got this here, go do your job. And we all know that as well. that it just makes it a lot easier for you.
We go back to the studio in Atlanta. I got some questions for you.
LeBron, it's been such a great privilege to watch you, the greatness that you have exhibited season after season, to watch it firsthand, to not be able to be there for this one, but within the context of the championships that you have won. You're talking about how this one was different, but how has it been the same?
It's been the same in the sense, Kristen, when you put the work in and you're there for the process of getting better every single day with your ball club, and you know how challenging it can be to get to this point. That's what makes it the same, because you've had those obstacles throughout that whole season to be able to get to the finish line and then be able to cross it. It's just an unbelievable feeling.
LeBron, this is Isaiah. Congratulations again on your success on the floor.
Isaiah, you know I know your voice.
And champagne, right?
You know I know that voice.
Well, I want to remind you of some conversations that we had in Akron and also in Miami about not only just being a champion on the floor, but taking on the challenge of being what Muhammad Ali was for our society in difficult times, and speaking to racial justice and voting rights and fighting for civil rights, following in the steps of Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, off the floor, taking on that challenge and accepting that challenge and responsibility, and being able to be a champion on the floor and off the floor and help move America to a better place. Talk to us about how rewarding that has been for you and how challenging it's been for you also.
That's a hell of a question.
Well, you know I'm going to ask you some hard questions.
Yeah, I love it. I love the fact that you challenging me. It's a hell of a responsibility to know that you have so many people that need you for inspiration, need you for hope. They count on you to try to be as great or even beyond great every single day. But it's also another thing when you can accept that as well. And for me, the things that I try to do is to try to make my people proud. You know, my people in my community, the people who grew up just like me, the men and the women that has been a part of this society for so long, and we've always felt forgotten, or we felt like we've never had a purpose, or we felt like no one ever cared about what we do. So to be able to talk about social injustice and voter suppression and police brutality to my people, that's more important than what I do on the floor. The floor comes easy. I've been doing that for a long time. But what's not easy is growing up black in America. And for me to be able to have my voice and people to look at me for inspiration and to make they feel like they now being heard, that's a hell of an accomplishment. And hopefully I'll make our people proud.
You have. And thank you.
Baby boy, what's going on? You know, I done had you since
What's going on, G?
What's up? I done had you since you came out of high school, man. We've been knowing each other that long, man. We like brothers. I let you ride my Hummer, and you wanted to take it and everything. That was what we did, man. We did that.
Hey, Christian, I have my license, okay? I have my license, all right?
Verify, we're on television.
But you know, I've been around you a lot, and I haven't seen you this serious in my life about things that is happening right in this world. And I really love that, and I appreciate you from me seeing you young and growing up to where you are now. And when you was on a podium today, for you to say, I want my respect too, that made me think that my guy is now turning to a bigger person than his basketball. And let me know why you said, let me get my respect too.
I think we all can agree that no matter how many accomplishments that you have in your respective your respective craft or whatever the case may be, you're always going to have doubters. You're always going to have people that doubt you, or you try to have people that try to make you forget your purpose. And I think it drives me. I think it drives me to know that no matter what people say about me, both on and off the floor, from athletes to politicians, but at the end of the day, for a man and for a black man, all you got is your word and your respect. And no matter if people disagree with what you do, no matter if people talk about, okay, they rather you do this instead of that, if I'm respected, nothing else, everything else falls at the waistline.
Hey, LeBron, this is Grant Hill. Congratulations. I want to echo the same sentiment from Kristen about how much it's been a joy to watch you play. It hasn't always been a joy to play against you. But,
You did well, Grant.
Yes. I can speak firsthand to that. But congratulations. I'm just curious. I mean, your career has truly been remarkable, really a beautiful story. One of the most accomplished and celebrated athletes in the history of sports. And I'm just curious, and I know right now you're sort of just taking it all in, but do you ever sit and reflect on the totality of your career and all that you've done? I know you're in the midst of it, and you still got a lot more you're looking to accomplish, but man, you got every record. I mean, playoff record, scoring, I mean, everything. And when it's all said and done, there's a strong chance you're going to be at the top of every list. So I'm just curious, do you ever sit back and like, wow, like, man, this is pretty amazing what I've been able to do and what I hope to continue to do as I move forward?
G Hill, I appreciate the words, man. And for me, my friends tell me all the time, my family tell me all the time that sometimes maybe I should really sit back and look what I've accomplished. And I continue to be stubborn. I continue to be hard-headed because I just feel like I got so much more to give to the sport, to my franchise, to my teammates that I have that particular year. And it doesn't allow me to sit back and relax when it comes to how more in advance, how far can I go while I'm suiting it up every night. So, I always tell them my rebuttal is, when I'm done playing and I'll throw the shoes over the wires, then I'll get an opportunity to sit back and be like, you had a hell of a ride.
LeBron, last question for me. You did it with AD. Just talk about that journey from getting a chance to know him. You're the vet now. You're pulling up a guy like AD. Just talk about that relationship. I even talked to him. I sit down on the court, off the court. Yeah. But more when y'all had basketball disagreements.
Right.
Y'all still came together to get this ring.
No, absolutely. And you might have saw the play during the finals. I tried to throw him the pass over the top, and it went out of bounds. And I was kind of mad at myself, and he was mad at me. I was mad at him. I'm like, go get the ball. And before we crossed half court, we dapped each other up. And when the timeout happened, we went to each other. I was like, my fault. And he was like, no, that's my fault. We have that relationship where we hold each other accountable. And when you hold each other accountable and you see the work that you're putting into it, and then you also see the relationship off the floor, it actually makes the court a lot easier. And it also makes, when you have disagreements, you're able to get over it and keep the main thing the main thing.
Feel like a part of the Laker community now? Laker Nation?
We got to get back to L.A. I've been here 90-some days. I'll get back in L.A. I'm going to go see some folks and see if I'm part of the community now. See?
All right. You got to finish up Space Jam, too, right? Aren't we getting close?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to finish up Space Jam, and it's still slotted for, this summer coming up.
And congratulations on that Wheatie box right there, too.
I appreciate it,
got that out there for you as well.
I appreciate it. Let me show y'all you see me on the front, but these my I Promise kids back home.
There you go.
That's what's important to me, man. That's what's important to me. That's cool, but that's awesome. Appreciate it, Wheaties.
LeBron, we appreciate you. Congratulations. Title number 4.
Appreciate you, boy.